Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ronald.
And I'm Ronnie.
And this is the Ron's World. This week we're talking about the dreaded middle seat. And whose armrest is it anyway?
You know, this is such a great topic. I actually was on a flight not too long ago and I had to play armrest jockey with the person next to me to explain the rules to him. So it's pretty clear. If you are in the middle seat, you drew the short end of the stick. You got the short straw. You over there on the window seat, me on the aisle. We have space to move around, but our middle seat friend here, he's stuck. And so standard rule is if you're in the middle seat, you are entitled to both the armrests. On the aisle, you get your own over here. On the window, you get your own over there. That's just how it is. This is a prime example of an unwritten rule.
Ronnie, for once, we agree on something. The middle seat, that's some bad luck. But I gotta tell you, life's not fair. And you know it. It's just not. Getting in the middle seat is one of the most unfortunate things that can happen to you on an airplane. So when you get on the airplane, you really just need to figure this out with your seatmates because you don't know who you're gonna end up sitting with. You might have people who are really, really competitive and they're like, first come, first serve. The arm raises, you get in there really quick and then you snooze, you lose. Or it could be like, okay, we're gonna share this thing, but you know what really happens? It's like the share and nudge. You're kind of like moving, then all of a sudden the person falls asleep, and all right, you got it. I mean, the third option is, maybe you just kind of divided up the time. You just don't know who you're gonna end up with on the airplane, so you gotta work it out at the beginning of the flight.
The person in the middle seat got stuck with the raw deal. You admitted that. And so now what we have to figure out is whose armrest is it, right? So yes, you're right. I have mobility. You have your little corner. Person here shouldn't have to sit like this the entire flight. It's just not fair. So look, give the man a break. Give him a little armrest. Scooch that over.
The whole airplane is essentially a social experiment. And socially, you gotta interact with people. Going into your seat and just looking straight ahead and then taking your armrests, frankly, it sounds a little militant. Go in there with your heart open, put your shoulders in, and then talk to your folks. When you start talking, people become generous.
Theoretically, that sounds great. I love the concept of talking to your neighbors, getting to know them, and feeling out what it's right. But you've been on an airplane before, I assume, and when you get on, there's a lot of things that happen. Number one, you got the guy that has the headphones on that refuses to make eye contact with you. And if you're in the middle seat, he certainly doesn't want to make eye contact with you. Or maybe you have the foreigner who doesn't speak English. There's a lot of flaws to that plan of understanding who's in the middle seat. So I think we have to have very specific rules that we live by. That way it's definitive and it's clear. Middle seat, you said it yourself, gets the short end of the stick. Our buddy is entitled. Excuse me. Thank you. Well, listen, Ronald brings up some very interesting points, and I'd like to stress on the word interesting. But we don't have all the answers here, so we'd love to hear from our friends at home. How have you handled it? Did you take a flight recently and you got stuck in that middle seat? What did you do? How did you handle it? Please take a moment, leave your comments below, let us know how to handle it. While you're there, maybe give us a like, and you can always go visit us at therons.world. And until next week, I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Ronald.
See you later.
Bye-bye.